What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. We talk facts and feelings here. We got a major portal update going on, man, because this weekend there's been a lot of movement in the transfer portal. I'm a little bit behind, and I apologize for that. I was I had to deal with my son's travel basketball tournament schedule this weekend, so I've been at one gym literally all weekend. I was at the gym pretty much all day on Saturday and a good chunk of the day today as well. Good news, his team won the championship at the 12U division, so we're happy about that. Nonetheless, I have an update for you on the portal, and I mean there are a lot of people that have made commitments throughout the country, and one of the major ones is the Pauldo twins, Mia and Maya Pauldo. They're ending up pretty much where I think a lot of us expected them to go, and they will be taking their skills that pay the bills to Tennessee. I'm sorry, they're from Tennessee to Rutgers. The Jersey girls are going back home. Tennessee transfers Mia and Maya Pauldo have committed to Rutgers. They told on three. Mia, a 5'6" freshman, averaged 10.4 points per game, 2.5 assists, and 1.1 steals. Maya averaged 1.8 points per game this season. So you got a pair of big time players there going into their sophomore seasons. Both of them were top. Mia was a top, I think, like top 20 player, and Maya was a top like 60 player. So this is some big stuff. You got those two players that have jumped into the portal out of Tennessee, and they are made their move over to Rutgers. They're gonna put in some work there, man. So look forward to seeing these two young women in action back in their home state. They're both Jersey girls, so let's see what they do in Jersey. Now we also have another transfer in the form of Ayanna Patterson from Connecticut. She's going over to Kentucky. 6'2" sophomore, average 1.7 points per game this season. She's a former 5-star recruit. Man, it tells you how hard it is to get on that floor at UConn. When you got a 5-star recruit that cannot get on the floor, that tells you how hard it is. She's going to obviously get playing time immediately at Kentucky, a lot more than she was seeing at Connecticut naturally. And I think should be a reminder to people that just because you're a 5-star and you think you're the greatest thing on earth, which is the way most 5-star athletes think, you you have to remember that there are players that are just like you or better than you that are going to be heading over there as well. So you gotta remember that. So maybe it's best to pick a different school. I mean, I know everybody may have that dream of that dream of Connecticut or maybe South Carolina, but at the same time, you know, you have to remember that you want to play, right? And is playing time the most important thing, or is it playing at Connecticut or one of those big time programs? So where all the best players are going. So she's gonna be going really close to home. She's from Indiana. And I mean, obviously, Kentucky is the state right next to them. So, she's going to be pretty close to her home state. She'll have family that is able to come watch her play, I am sure. And that will be a big, big thing for them. So you can expect that her numbers will look a lot better next year. Moving on, Rutgers got another commitment in the form of Jayla Lampley out of Mississippi State. She's transferring to Rutgers, so she'll be joining the Pauldo twins. She's a freshman herself, 6'1", average 8.3 points and 4.7 rebounds per game this year. She is committed to Rutgers. So Rutgers is making some moves in the transfer portal, which is great for them. Looking forward to see what they look like next season. Moving forward, this is the biggest one to me of the day. Actually, maybe not. There's another one that just dropped that's pretty sizable, but this one's pretty big. You got right here, Aaliyah Crump has made the decision to go from Texas to Duke. The Minnesota native has chosen Duke as her destination going into the ACC. 6'1" freshman, averaged 7.9 points per game. She was a 5-star out of high school, the number 5 player in the country last year. She is a great player, man. If you watch Texas play, she's a great player. She started the season off as a starter last year, got hurt, went to the bench, never got her starting job back. Really played a lot of minutes against UCLA in the Final Four. Duke's got themselves a player right here. They got themselves a player. So This will be exciting to see what she does at Duke. That's big time. And then, of course, we've also got this one that just popped, and UCLA making moves. Guard Elina Aarnisallo, who was at North Carolina but was previously at UCLA. This is funny shit. Elina Aarnisallo was part of the 5-star crew that left UCLA last year after they lost in the Final Four. She bailed. She went to Carolina. She played. 5'10" sophomore, 10 points, 3 assists, and she's going back to UCLA. I mean, this one is wild in itself because it's one of those things where it's like, why did you leave to begin with? You know, I get it. You wanted to play, but you also lost the chance to win a championship. You were on a national championship team. What are you thinking about, sweetheart? It doesn't, like, oh my God. I can only imagine what she's thinking. And you know what? She decided to go back. And I gotta say, I'm impressed that Corey Close took her back. I gotta be real. I tell you what, this tells you that Corey Close holds no ill will. I mean, shit, man. You know how hard it would be for most of these egotistical ass coaches to say, you bailed on us last year. What are you doing? And you think that we want you back? you gotta wonder. You gotta wonder. But Corey Close is like, nah, we could use you. We need. I wanted you here. I recruited you. I didn't tell you to leave. I wanted you. So you decided to bail, but now she's back, and she will be a major contributor for UCLA. This is big. This is big. And then there's another one here that is this one hitting yet? No, that one's not hit yet. There's another one that hit that is pretty significant, I think. Michaela Johnson out of Pitt. She is transferred to Central Florida. Now, this is significant because this is Gabe Lazo, who just became the head coach over at UCF. So now he's bringing in a player that's averaged 13 points, 5.1 rebounds. And that's a big win for him to get someone of that caliber down to Central Florida. Got to see what else he's going to pull out of his ass, because that's she was a junior, so she is going in her senior year. She's 6'1". Again, now her field goal percentage isn't very good. So I'll just be completely transparent. Not very good field goal percentage. She needs to improve her shooting. She played a year at Colorado. Then she went to Pitt for the last 2 years. This will be her third school, but definitely interested to see what he has brewing over there. And that's pretty important for his program. And of course, I would not be doing my job if I didn't mention the Miami Hurricanes, because they got themselves a transfer portal girl today, or the last couple of days. Gianna Corbett out of UT Chattanooga. I've heard she's a good player from my girls over at the Mid Majors podcast. They are big fans of hers. 6'1" sophomore, 15 points, 8.5 boards, 2.2 steals. Canes have nobody, so they need to start getting some players. And they lost, I think, 8 in the portal. So picking her up, that's really important for them. Someone that put the ball in the hole. Looking forward to seeing what she does for the Hurricanes. And then finally, I saw another one that transferred today. That was announced, but I don't see it here on the site. It's not listed here yet, so I'll bring that to y'all tomorrow when it hits. But yeah, that's a large part of the commitment. So here's one final one actually here before we go. So Aarnisallo leaving Stanford. Just guard Chloe Clardy just left Stanford to go to North Carolina. 5'9" junior, 12 points, two steals per game. So they just replaced her with another guard. So that'll wrap this one up in terms of the transfer portal information that I have on hand with me today. But the transfer portal continues to be chaotic. Things are changing by the moment. And do come on over here and check out. We'll give you updates as we get them. Some will get individual videos. Others will be more put together. And again, transfer portal's hot. The block is hot, man. Y'all hit that like button, the hype button. Subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, follow us on social media. We appreciate you. This is Come On Now, the podcast. Oh, I'm sorry. Hair Game Her Way, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.